Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day as always. In today's video, I am super excited to be sharing this one with you guys because we are back working on some performance upgrades on the vehicle, on my 2017 Ram. So if you had caught some of my earlier videos back, I did some videos about the Borla exhaust I put on this truck. So way back in the day, when I first started doing some YouTube videos, I did a series on the Borla Pro XS muffler that I put on my truck and completely transformed it and woke it up. Don't judge them too harshly. That was when I first started out, so they might not be of the best quality, but I'll leave those links down below if you want to kind of see where the process started with the exhaust and everything. But anyway, today, if you can't tell by the thumbnail or the title, we are putting on an electric cutout. Evil Energy has sent us their electric cutout, and super big shout out to them for reaching out to us. We've actually purchased some fuel lines from them on our boat project, and everything was perfect. And then a huge coincidence, they reached out to us about a collaboration on a video, and we're doing their electric exhaust cutout. Very excited to get this put on. On my particular truck, we've got a 3-inch single inlet, originally into a monster muffler, and then a dual 2 1/4, I think, out the back for the sport truck dual exhaust. It was quiet. You didn't even know the thing was running. So as soon as I got the truck warranty, right out the window, I went ahead and just cut that muffler off and had Meineke weld in the Borla Pro XS. Night and day difference. Love it. And they didn't do such a hot job with the welding, but that's beside the point. So I'm excited to be sharing this one with you guys and myself as well. I love performance upgrades and want to do more to the truck and keep getting bigger and better things for it. So leave it a thumbs up if you want to. Hang out with us. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. Got any comments about some of the old videos, the exhaust, the cutout, or anything else, leave them down below and I'll answer them for you if I possibly can. I'll leave links down to the exhaust cutout if you want to check it out for yourself, see what it's all about. Might want to pick one up for you. I think they come in 2.5 inches and 3 inches. So this one's going to supposedly mate right up and be perfect. But let's get to it and show you what we got. So very short and sweet. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's pretty awesome looking. It's kind of a shame it'll be hidden up under the truck. You can't even see the chrome tip. But you got your motor actuator here on the side. Like I said, this one's a 3-inch in and out because that's what my main master exhaust pipe is. Hopefully one day, not to get too far off track, I really want to do long tube headers, full true dual exhaust, so I may end up having to pick up another one of these so we can do both pipes. But for now, I only got the one single in out to the muffler. Then I've got my dual outs. We've got our flap here that closes it and opens it. And what's really cool about this, it's remote control. So once we get it all wired up, we can hit a button to open it and close it. It's pretty slick, isn't it? So we've got our length of wire here that we'll be able to run to it. For stock purposes, there's our wire to plug in here. They have it where you can plug it into a cigarette lighter or power outlet inside the vehicle, and I'm assuming this is the little remote receiver that we've got to mount probably inside the vehicle, so our remote will talk to it. I've talked to them. They say you can hardwire this in because I don't want to have this plugged in. We'll do it to test it, of course, make sure everything's working fine before we go all the way with it. But I'm going to cut this off and splice into a wire tap in the fuse box so it's available and has power as long as the truck's on. And then when the truck's off, it won't have power and it'll stay closed for me. And so that's the idea anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to get this thing on, see what it sounds like with the Hemi somewhat straight piped and bypassing that muffler. So let's go plug it up, see what it does when we click the remote. So we've got it plugged up temporarily into our power outlet in the truck. And the cords just run through the door up there and plugged right in. You can see the actuator on the side here, our valve opening right here in the middle. Now, I made a mistake to start with, full disclosure here, and just tapped the open button. And I said, oh no, I got a dud, something's wrong. That's my fault, I'm an idiot. Hold the open button and it will open fully. Hold the close button and it will close fully. And it seems to be very nice and tight seal too. Nothing's vibrating, flopping around or anything like that. So yeah, that's all it is to it. Remote's working great, even with the box inside the truck over there, inside, you know, probably, I don't know, 7-8 feet away. Hold the button, works perfect. Close it, good to go. So now we just got to get up under this thing, see what we're working with, and go get it installed. Full disclosure there too, I am not going to cut my exhaust and weld it myself. I'm going to take it to a shop, but I'll show you what our current setup looks like before we go do that. All right, so here's a view from under the truck. You can see here's our collectors from our headers, or excuse me, manifolds. We don't have headers on this truck yet, but there's our two collectors coming into the single pipe. Like I was saying, we've got a single 3-inch in that runs down to our Borla exhaust back there in the back. Like I was saying again, Meineke didn't do such a hot job with the welding on it, but it's held up over the years. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to mount it as close to this collector tube right here in the front. So here is our exhaust cutout, and the plan is to mount it right up here and have it turned enough where this frame rail will kind of block the piece, the cutout and the valve, you know, so it doesn't stick down too much and we can still get to it. So that's kind of what we got in mind. We're going to get it to the shop, get it welded in, and then let you know how it performs and what it sounds like. Alrighty then, we got everything installed, welded in, and wired up, and it's working great. Spoiler alert, this thing sounds phenomenal. I'm so excited to show you guys. First things first though, show you what we did with the wiring. We already had a fuse tap in here for some other projects, got a fuse in there. So we just spliced right into there. We've got a little notch cut out the side so we don't kink our wires or crimp them or cut them off, and a little notch in the top up here so we can close it up real nice and tight, keep everything weather protected. And then we've got our negative over here. We wired into that. And then I mounted the little remote control switch box over here. Cleaned this off, this little plastic shelf for the battery tray. Cleaned it off real good. Put some double-sided command strips on there to hold it in place. So that's in there. Then we ran our wire right up the back over here, right along here, and then behind the little firewall blanket insulation, whatever you call it, and it goes all the way across, tucked in out of the way so it won't get hung on anything or get heated up, and it's nice and tucked away. And then we ran it down the fender liner. You can't really see, let me grab the light, you still won't be able to see though. We ran it down the fender liner over here in the corner and out underneath the truck. So I'll jump under there and show you the rest of the way and what we did, and then we'll fire this bad boy up. Here is our current situation. So we've got our wire coming down, if you can see, behind the wheel well liner, so everything's nice and tucked away. It comes right down the frame, comes through the frame back here and around so it'll hold it up out of the way. Just looped it around a few times to take up some slack, through the frame rail here, and then right over and plugged into our actuator. So now I've got the truck turned on. Obviously it's not running, and we hold the button, and there we go. And we hold the button to close it, and we're good to go. Nice and welded up. They did a great job putting everything back together, and looks really good. And so now we just got to crank this thing up and show you what it's really all about. All right, so we got the thing installed. It's all wired up. We've got it in the open position. We're gonna fire it up for a cold start, let you hear it. Holy crap. Close it back, and there it is, out the Borla exhaust, out the back of the truck and the duals. And then we'll open it back up. Sounds like a hot rod with it open like that. We'll give it a few revs and see what it sounds like. Here's a quick video clip of what it sounds like in the truck. So the truck is warmed up now. The exhaust cutout is closed. We'll give it a few revs with it closed. So of course that's with the Borla exhaust I got on here. Now we will hit the open button. Don't know how well that picks up on the camera on the cell phone, but you can definitely tell a big difference sitting in the truck. So now we'll give it a few more revs. Man, that sounds sweet. I love that. Now let's go take it down the road and see what it sounds like. Here's a clip cruising down the highway right now with it closed, and then we'll open it up. And then we'll get on it. Good gracious, that puts a smile on my face. Based off the amount of wheel spin and wheel hop, I think I'm gonna have a traction problem with it open. Probably have a traction problem with it closed, but open, yeah, no traction. And guys, just like that, we're done with another upgrade video. I have to say, I had a ton of fun making this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far in it, I appreciate you hanging out. A huge thank you and shout out to Evil Energy for sending this thing out to me. I hadn't had this fun testing a product and creating a video in a long time. So again, thank you so much for sending this electric exhaust cutout for us to test and install. Man, did it change the way this truck sounds and runs. Sounds like a hot rod now. I know it's still just a pickup truck, but it put such a smile on my face being able to stomp this thing and hear it rip down the road like that. So I've got links down below, affiliate links, so it'll help the channel out if you do want to pick something up from their website, whether it's the exhaust cutout or something else. They have all kinds of other stuff on their website. I'll leave coupon codes down below if you want to save some money. Be sure to check out their website, use the coupon code and the link, and you can pick you up something from Evil Energy, save some money in the process. So again, thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me. I always appreciate you watching the videos. Leave it a thumbs up if you want to, if you enjoyed the ride with me. Leave any comments down below about the exhaust cutouts or anything else we're up to on the channel. Try to answer everybody's comments if I can. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along with what we're up to on the channel. We do videos like this, products, testing, mods, upgrades, travel videos, hobbies, all kinds of stuff. So you might find something else you're interested in hanging out with us for. And appreciate you guys being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.